Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We're starting another week off with 5 minutes with Phil, and I am thrilled that you've chosen to join me here today on Monday, October the 4th. Is that right? No, the 5th. It's October 5th. Wow. Here we are, right in the 10th month of the year, and let's get things started with a brand new week of devotions for you. And last week we looked at a bunch of devotions from the Old Testament. This week I'm going to be in the New Testament today, but looking at different verses and just praying that all these thoughts are a blessing to you. And I want to look at the book of Romans. The book of Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Now before I read this, let's back up a bit. And let's ask ourselves, have we ever been in a situation where we really wanted to know what God's will for our lives was? What direction we should take? How do we put ourselves in a position to learn what God's will is? Well, let's see what Romans 12 has to say. So listen to this. Follow along on the screen as I read this. It says this: "Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." If there's anything that our culture seems to be enamored with, is trying to predict the future and trying to predict what's going to happen to us or to our family or to our country or whatever. And a lot of people will look to experts. Some people will look to horoscopes, by the way. Don't look to horoscopes. That's trash. That's not of God. It's garbage, okay? That was free. Some people they'll look all over the place. And here, Paul is writing to a group of Christians in Rome, and he says that if you want to test God's will, his good, pleasing, and perfect will, then you need to do this. Offer yourselves as a living sacrifice to God. Be holy and pleasing to God. Don't be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So what's Paul saying here? Those moments that we need to hear God's voice are the moments that we need to get closer to him. Those are moments that we need to try to become more like him. As a result of my relationship with him, my ability to recognize God's voice gets better. I don't know how many of you are pet owners, for example, but we have 3 dogs in our house. We're practically a petting zoo in our home now. And one thing about our dogs, though, they recognize the voice of their master. If somebody else were to shout a command to my dog Caesar, for example, I got this big bulldog, his name is Caesar. If somebody else were to shout a command to Caesar, he wouldn't give them the response that they probably want. Why? Because he doesn't recognize their voice. But when I give Caesar a command, or when I try to get Caesar's attention, he'll immediately know that it's me. Why is that? Because we've been together so long. Because we've been master and pet. We've had a relationship for so long. He recognizes my voice. That's kind of an overly simple way of looking at this topic. If you want to know God's voice, then the opportunity for that to happen comes as you spend more time with Jesus. As you spend time with Jesus, his voice becomes a lot more easy for you to be able to detect and to discern. So today, here's my challenge to you. If you're looking to make a decision, if you need to know God's will for your life, take this opportunity and say, okay, God, I need to know your direction, so I'm going to get to know you personally even better than I do now. And then listen, because he will have something to say to you. He'll speak to your heart. He'll speak through the Word of God. He'll have something to say to you. Okay? All right, that's my challenge for you. Let's offer ourselves to God, and let's listen for his voice. Okay? Love you. Got to let you go. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.